Okay, so this is the menu button here. So just to show you, when you're in the main menu mode, the bike won't do anything. So I'm twisting the throttle right now, and it's not doing anything. So if you're in the main menu mode, you have to be stopped. So we're gonna go through each of the settings one by one, and we'll kind of take a little bit of look at it, and I'll tell you what it does, and we'll try to change some stuff maybe. So here's battery select. This is an important one because Hades Omega has a light speed battery, and I have the stock Suron battery. So you use this to select what battery you're using. So you hit that, and it will check, and it'll automatically check what battery you're using. So it says here, choose your battery voltage from the options listed. So here, this is 60 volt. This 60 volt stock pack is what it says. So you would choose like that, you know, and then you would choose if you have the 60 volt battery pack, the stock battery pack, or the one with the BMS bypass. So mine is just the stock battery pack, so I would choose the stock pack. And then go to battery information, and it tells you all this cool stuff about your battery here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Yeah, so here you can see a bunch of information that I kind of don't want to mess around with. This slider bar here, I'm not really sure what this is. Battery limits. I don't know if I should just, you know, open it up all the way or bring it down. You know, I want my bike to be faster, but I want it to be safe. I don't want to, you know, blow up my battery or anything. So is what I'm gonna say. But I think this limits like how much power your battery pack is outputting or something, or how much power it's gonna drain from the pack. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to test that out. 57 volts is a little bit too high, is what I'm saying. I think with the Egg Rider setup, it would stop at 49 volts. Like it would drain the battery until it got to 50 volts, and then you could see it sag to 49 ever so slightly sometimes. So while you're moving, so if your state of charge is really low, so I'd imagine. I don't really know what this does, so I'll have to ask Alan. I'll put a subtitle below if I figure out what it is. So 60 volt OEM battery pack detected, so it automatically knows what kind of battery you've got installed. I'm guessing it just checks what the voltage is and stuff. Calculated max battery amps is 84 amps, so it already has all this stuff that he's already inputted in, so to make it easy, you know. And it has calculated max regen is 15 amps, so those are the limits that you're going to want. And then whenever you change a setting, you have to hit save, or else I think it's like working with the backdoor app. When you change a setting in the backdoor app, you have to hit the save button. I think it's a little check mark or a thunderbolt thingy. When you hit the thunderbolt, it saves it to the whatchamacallit, the controller. So you would have to hit save, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to exit here. So technically, if I change something and I shut the bike off and I turn it on again, it doesn't save that. Okay. So here we got bike stats. So looks like there's a couple things to do here. This is the battery right here. So this is telling you the voltage minimum is 52.59 volts. Voltage sag is 6.6 volts. I don't know where it's getting these numbers from. Oh, it doesn't do anything when you're... there's a max voltage of 58.66. 58.66. Is that right? I guess. There's a max discharge of 514 watts, it's saying, and it has a max regen of minus 2,620 watts. And then the max current is 54 amps. So those are some voltage battery stats. This is some stuff for the motor. It's saying something about 6,665 RPM and a max current 103 amps and a max temp of 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. I don't know if there's a way to change the temperature scale on this. So, and then this is the vehicle. Some stats here. So this is the max speed we hit is 82 miles an hour. No, we did not. We were just free revving the motor. So with the wheels up in the air right now, and it has an odometer reading here of 5.83 miles. So that's how much Hazen has been playing around with the throttle. And then this is the trip meter. So there is a functional trip meter. I just don't know how to use it quite yet. There should be an odometer in the trip, but I can't get it to change. So I don't really know how the trip meter works. I don't know how to restart it or reset it or anything. Hopefully Hazen figures that out. Okay, so yeah, that's the bike stats. You really can't do anything in this mode. It's just some information about your bike. Okay. Okay, so what we did bike stats last. The next is power tuning. So this is probably stuff you're probably only going to want to use once, type of thing. So this is the throttle. Oh no. Okay, this is the one where you set your limits and stuff. So basically it's telling you how much power the throttle is giving out. So you can set how your power limits for the throttle. So it's 7,000 watts and I think 2,500 watts. And so this is what I was showing you earlier with the sport mode and the eco mode. So when it's in eco mode, I had the speed limit set for 25 miles per hour. So it won't go faster than 25 miles per hour. You saw that when I was full twist, and the fastest it would go was 25. Then I have it set for 99 in sport mode. Pretty much, good luck getting your bike to 99 miles an hour, but that's basically unlimited, I guess. And you can change that. There's actual way you can put a numerical number in here by hitting this right here. See, and then there's a little keypad here. Very nice. The speed limit is 126, so I guess that's the highest number you can put in there. But like I said, good luck getting your Sauron to 126 miles an hour. But I just put 99, so we can change that to 100 if I guess. 100. Okay. So one thing I can use that for is the cruise control. So generally when I'm riding my Sauron around town, I ride at speeds of 25 miles per hour. So if I'm kind of lazy and I don't really want to milk the throttle to get me to 25 miles per hour, all I have to do is twist the throttle all the way and it'll stop at 25 miles per hour, and that'll be my cruise control for the bike lane. And then when I want the full power, boom, just hit sport mode and then off it goes. All right. So and then if I want to save, I'll show you there. Save it. That's what happens. It says it's saving. There's this little bar that says what's going on, and then when it disappears, you can go ahead. If you wanted to shut the bike off now, you could. But it says when it's writing to the controller, don't turn the power off. Okay, so next is motor options. So this one I'm not too sure of. I don't really want to play with it quite yet. There's the motor current and the field weakening. So there on some of these setting menus, there's this question mark here, and it'll tell you what it's about. So it says reading the manual is recommended, but I don't have the manual, so I don't know what manual it's talking about. But it says the motor current, it determines the maximum motor output, okay? And then the field weakening, it increases top speed, and it increases energy use. So basically, it's gonna eat up your battery faster if you want to go faster. That's what field weakening does. It makes your bike eat up more amps, and it'll heat it up faster too. So we're gonna exit that and come back. Okay. So yeah. So the way you would change this is you would just move these slider bars left and right. So let's say I wanted to get the top speed. Let's say I'm at a drag strip or something, and I gotta get the max speed I can get out of this. I will jack field weakening up all the way. Okay. There's a restore profile here. There's a motor calibration and upgrade back plus. I don't know what this is. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It doesn't do anything. Motor calibration, I kind of don't want to mess with that. What is this? Okay, if you ever get in, I know. So this is I don't know what this is, but it tells you your voltage, what controller you have. So we got the BSC 2000 here. So it knows everything. Motor is Suron, throttle is stock, the brake is active, and the NXT, this tells you what version NXT you have. So this is 2.00 RC3. Okay. Okay, I don't know if that did anything, but it's kind of weird. Okay, so maybe what Back Plus does, I don't know, for whatever reason it went straight there when I did motor calibration. So whatever that is, I think what it does is it looks like it's auto detecting like what stuff is on your bike. So we got a Suron with a Suron motor and a Suron battery. So BAC 2000. So if I had like a BAC 4000, it would say BAC 4000 there. So okay, and then if you want to save all that, press save. If you want to restore profile, okay, it doesn't do anything either. So I don't know. Okay, I'm not really sure what any of this stuff does. I'm not gonna mess around with it, but it's there. Okay. I'd imagine if you installed like a different motor in your Suron, then maybe you would want to use that motor calibration. So, but it didn't really do anything for me. So you just saw. Okay, and we're going to go to screen select. So with this, you can change the type of gauge there is. And we can check that out right now. So there's an NXT gauge, and then there's a... a day-night gauge, I guess is what it's called. So if you exit, it's a different screen. Okay, so this screen, I kind of like this screen better because it has a lot more info than the NXT main screen. So here there's your menu button right there. We'll go back when we have to go back to the menu. We'll go back there. Here you got a tachometer. Here you have your battery voltage. I lost my regen. It's kind of weird. I'll have to play around with everything again. Yeah, so okay, you got your speedometer here. There's a graph on I guess what's up? Okay, for whatever reason I lost my regen. And then like there's some different modes. This, I guess, this turtle thing, it's it puts you in that's your sport and eco mode right there, and then this is the screen color. Do you want a night mode or day mode? This is the night mode, I think, and it has some temperature readouts here. So that's what I liked. I like their temperature readouts. So there's the motor and controller temp right here. I think maybe if you were going to go dirt biking, this is probably the one you're going to want more because it has all the stats and stuff for your thingy. So the motor is 15C right now, and then the controller is 29C right now, Celsius. Okay. And this is your speed mode and torque mode and idle. Okay, and then there you got a graphical battery gauge right there. It says we're still at half right now. I don't know if that's 57 volts. That's the exact voltage. Oh, maybe you can change it. No, you can't. Okay, yeah, like I said, I haven't really been playing with this a whole lot. So this one has a little more. It has more information on it. The other one is more kind of like graphs and stuff. So let's go back to the screen. Let's change it back to NXT gauge. Okay, it's back to the old gauge. Okay, for whatever reason I lost my regen. We'll see if we can try to get it back. Okay, so that was the screen. That's how you change the screens right there. It would be nice if there was more settings in the future, but or it would be nice to kind of like add more stuff. I actually kind of like the NXT screen better than the day-night one, but it has less information. One thing I would like to have is like, let's go to the thing. One thing would be nice to have is like a like bar graphs for the for how much throttle you're applying and how much regen you're applying, you know, and then those temperature gauges. It would be nice to have those two on there, or at least a numerical number. Like just have it right next, or have it right down here. There's plenty of space right here, you know, or like right here. So I wish there was a way to put more data on the screen. One thing Hades Omega would like is an odometer and trip meter. So here you got your odometer right here, but it would be nice to have an odometer and trip meter, or be able to switch between them. For some reason, I can't figure out how to get it to work, but at least it has one now. So it would be nice to have estimated range too. The Egg Rider had something like that, but it didn't really work very well, to be honest. Okay, so here's input settings right here. So this is your throttle, brake, and regen. So here's the throttle right here. So you can actually calibrate your throttle here. So what you're going to want to do is twist the throttle all the way. See? There's like an auto calibration or something. I did it earlier, so. You can do your regen throttle. So this shows you like everything works, you know. For whatever reason, it only goes to like 96%. But there's a way you can calibrate it too. Oh, there we go. See. So there, it's throttle auto mapped. So now it knows like the full sweep of your throttle. So if something's wrong with your throttle, you can recalibrate it and stuff. Okay. And then you just press save. Auto tune save. Okay. And then you go to regen, and then, okay, save. And then so like basically you just calibrated your throttles, okay? It's cool, it works. And then from here, in the throttle and brake menu, you can go to regen. You can adjust your regens. So I have it set for 65% regen. That's 65% of the motor's power is going to use it to go the other direction, and then you can set your minimum regen speed. So I had it set for like 1 mile per hour. I ride this thing in the dirt, and you definitely want it to regen like up to like 1 mile an hour at least. You know, you don't want to set it to like 10, because then if you're going down a really steep hill, your bike you'll just lose regen all of a sudden. So I've gotten used to having it at 1 kilometers per hour. So that's what I keep it at. So, but here you can adjust everything right here, how much regen you want and how much your minimum regen speed is. Okay. And then this is your brake right here. You can set your off throttle regen and regen throttle. I haven't actually gotten the off throttle regen to work, but hit save there. So I should have my regen back. Oh no. I lost my regen. Okay, I don't know what I did, man, but I'll try to get it back somehow. For whatever reason, my bike doesn't regen anymore. And there's ERT support menu. I wouldn't mess around with this if your bike is running properly. It has something to do with the Hall sensor map fix. It says if the motor does not run or stutters, then try selecting the other Hall map. The bike runs fine. I'm not going to mess around with it. So. And then bike metrics. So Yeah, okay. So this is an important one. So speedo calibration. So you can calibrate your speedometer right here. Basically, in the backdoor app, you can input what wheel size you want. So if you're using it's like say I got the Supermoto wheel, and I have the dirt wheels. They're different diameters, so you can put the wheel diameter in there. Or there's also a gear ratio thing here. I haven't really messed around with that either. I think that's if you change the sprocket, it it recalibrates it and stuff. But I would say just figure out what the numbers for your wheels are, and then get a GPS, and then calibrate it. So if it's going faster here, then you would probably want to make the wheel diameter bigger. And I'm talking about a GPS. Like if you have a GPS that's telling you how fast you're going, because like the GPS won't lie how fast you're going. If it says you're going too fast compared to the GPS, then yeah, you would want to increase the wheel diameter. And if it's the opposite, if it's saying you're going faster than you're really going, then you want to decrease the wheel diameter. Okay, you can set it to miles per hour or kilometers here, but you can do that on the main menu too. I would put it in miles per hour, and then you could reset the odometer here. Okay. So I'm just going to save that. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much that's the overview of the NXT display. Somehow I messed my regen up, and I have to get it to come back, so I'll be messing around with that. I will do a separate video on how to swap the battery packs. As you guys know, Hades Omega has the stock Sauron battery pack, and he has a Lightspeed battery pack now. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works. I actually have not ran my 72-volt battery pack since I've gotten it, so I'm kind of excited to get it on the road. But first, I want to make sure the bike is all set up how I want it. Pretty much all these settings here, I'm not gonna mess around with it all that much once I got it set the way I want it. So, but the beauty of it is it's really easy to set everything up. I really like it. I think Alan did a really good job with this. I know he spent a lot of time putting this together, and it's really nice. It's a little rough around the edges in some places, but you know what? It makes tuning the BAC controller a lot easier. It's better than going in there, putting in the stupid password, and then unlocking the controller, and then putting the numbers you want in, and scrolling through all these like hundreds of freaking settings that you can put in there. You know, this makes it easy. You know, all the stuff that you'd want to mess around with is just right there. You know, it takes a little bit of learning to get used to, but you know, it's not too bad. And also, I think you can upgrade the firmware on it and stuff. So it's upgradable. It's just like the Egg Rider. You know, you can if you change something on it, he makes it better, or he adds some new features to it, or new gauges. You can download it from Alan and then change the firmware. I don't know how to do that, by the way. So, but I'm pretty happy with the way it is right now. So Hades Omega is just gonna have to go use it and actually play around with it, and then yeah. So look forward to some. We'll be doing some street riding tests. Just around the block. That's probably the next video. One of the next videos will be we'll do a battery swap. So there'll be a battery swap and a neighborhood ride video. So we'll look forward to that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's Hades Omega's kind of in-depth overview of the NXT display from Electric Race Technologies. I like it. I like what I see so far. So I think it's really nice. I think hopefully it was worth all the trouble to go install it. That's what I say. And I hope it lasts a long time, because I still don't know how rugged it is. So I'll tell you this now, the Egg Rider was rugged, man. That thing, I could splash it with water, and I've subjected it to a lot of forces and stuff, riding the bike around, and it never skipped a beat. So this one we'll have to see how it is. Alan told me he's going to send me a gasket. There's a gasket that goes around the screen or something. That's the only place I see water getting into the display. Is this where the screen touches the case right here. So that's the only place I could see water would get in. I don't think it would come in from where the wire's coming out here, and I don't think it would come in through the sides because the case is on there pretty tight. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting on that. For now, if I need to wash my bike, I'll probably just put a plastic bag over the display before I wash the bike. But yeah, this bike has to be able to go, it has to be able to go through very rough terrain and all kinds of weather conditions, because it's a dirt bike, and that's what I use it for, man. It has to be tactical. That's what I want to say. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it's kind of long, but yeah, that kind of just shows you everything that you can do with it. Like I said, Hayes Omega isn't an expert at using it quite yet. That's just kind of like my from what I've learned in like one day. Okay. All right. Hayes Omega out.